Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone mother into this. Yo, mom in the fucking stand!
Now, is it politically incorrect for actors to play mentally challenged people? Are we done with that?
Well, see, and now there was just this article as we're recording this, where someone got in trouble today because they're getting cast to play a gay person and they're not gay.
Oh boy!
Right.
And I'm thinking like, all right.
Big thing with like trans, you can't play.
Yeah, the Scarlett Johansson thing.
Yeah, she tapped out of the movie.
Yeah, it's like I get that. All right, when John Wayne was playing Genghis Khan, that was fucked up. All right, when he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go over there and get some Mongols," like, yeah, all right, that's wrong. When was it Mickey Rooney or Andy Rooney? I think Mickey Rooney. One of the Rooney guys. He played a Chinese person in I think it was 16 Candles.
No, it was the Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, right.
That shit was horrific.
That was pretty
That's
bad.
awful.
That was horrific. And he did it with buck teeth in.
Yeah, and the glasses.
that are like
that was
back.
the miso sari. That's where that came
and
from.
he's like, they packed a cataract.
Yeah.
He said cataract on the street.
Yeah, that's bad. But like,
but back then they were like, this is one of the best comedic performances. They're like, this is fantastic.
Well, I mean, yeah. Some movies don't hold up. You know, Dumbo is a prime example. But like,
big words.
Yeah.
So like, that is completely egregious. But when you have people like, it's called acting. You're playing someone you're not. So now, like, are we only allowed to have people that are like, oh, well, he's an accountant. Well, you can't get a fake accountant.
Right.
You need. How dare you not use an actual accountant? There's real accountants out there that could use that part. No, it's acting.
The bullshit part of it too, to me, of like the Scarlett Johansson thing. Which
what happened? I don't know what happened.
So Scarlett Johansson signed on to play this. I think it's based on a real story.
Yeah.
About a trans person, right?
Yeah.
And so there was this huge backlash, like. You're using a cisgender woman to play this trans part.
Yeah.
There are plenty of trans women out there. But here's my big beef with this. There's a fucking fly here.
Yeah.
Additionally to the, let's say, well, why can't, I mean, it like Brad's saying, it's an actor. So I get why you're saying get the authentic person to play it. How about the business side of this? Whereas people buy tickets to see Scarlett Johansson. Guess what? There is not somebody currently in the trans space who is as big of a draw as Scarlett. And I know the argument can be, well,
a good movie's a good movie.
And like, they just need more opportunities like this. Okay, but the people who want to make this movie are betting on, hey, if we can have a movie star play the part, we can recoup this investment.
You can have this hot, gorgeous, big-titted beast playing this part. And I would love to see her play a trans.
Yeah.
That would be so interesting.
To some degree, even some people were getting mad at The Rock in that Tower movie.
They did, absolutely.
Yeah, because he had one leg. He it's like, and some people are like, well, you couldn't find an actor who actually has one leg? It's like,
maybe not.
No.
But not The Rock.
Right.
The Rock is the most bankable movie star on the planet right now.
This movie would not have fucking debuted the way it did.
And by the way, if you're a person, and like, I'll say this from my perspective, okay? Because there's been times when all right, the guy who played the dwarf in the Lord of the Rings, not a dwarf. All the dwarves in Snow White and the Huntsman, not dwarves. All right, they got they did on the most recent Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory, the one with Johnny Depp. Deep Roy is a dwarf, but they just cloned him a bunch of times, and rather than using other dwarf actors, it's like, I would have an opportunity to be mad about that. But if you told me right now that like Chris Hemsworth was playing a dwarf, I'd be like, awesome. That's a great representation for my people. Yeah. So like The Rock, it's like, if I wanted a representation of people's prosthetics, who wouldn't want to go for The Rock? Because the people who are missing limbs, the only famous one we know about you right now is Oscar Pistorius. He killed his wife or his girlfriend or whatever the fuck. So that's what we have. That's in our minds about you. So why not the fucking Rock?
In their defense, a lot of people who were missing limbs. Were super supportive of that movie because I saw a couple things and they were like, "Oh, it's awesome," and The Rock's awesome, like representing us like that. But of course, people want to get mad about everything anyways.
Yeah, I think now people have this sort of thing where, and I hate it because there are people that have legit causes to be angry, to be upset, to be offended, and I think. But right now, there's some sort of weird group mentality where if you aren't offended by something, you feel like you're not included. You're like, oh my god, I'm not part of the cool kids. All the cool kids are getting mad about this thing. I should be mad about this thing, or you're searching for your thing, whatever that is. And it's like or you could have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a groupthink thing to get on board. People aren't really thinking.
No,
that's
they just want to be offended for the sake of being offended.